Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings. Today I'm going to be making a ring from the stock of an M1 Garand on carbon fiber. So let's go in the shop. Now I've already got a M1 Garand stock that I've cut up. I've got a bunch of pieces I cut out of it and stabilized. And I'm going to put this piece, I'm going to bore it out and then fit it on this carbon fiber ring. And carbon fiber is pretty cool. It's very light. It's very, very strong. It's black all the way through, so it's not going to scratch off any coating or anything like that. Should make a really pretty ring. So let's go ahead and put this guy on the lathe, and we're going to bore him out, get him just right so he'll fit this ring core, and then we'll mount him on there with two-part epoxy. So I've measured this ring core, the channel, with my digital calipers, and it's 20.15 millimeters. So I've got a 20 millimeter Forstner bit chucked up in my holder here, my chuck, and I want to go ahead and bore him out to that 20 millimeters. Then we'll make him a little bigger. Alright, I got a boring bit set up. We're going to put him in there and we're going to touch off, and then we're going to set our DRO and probably go about another 0.1 millimeter. That'll give us another 0.2 millimeters total on that size. So let's go ahead and do that. Zero him. That's all it takes, just a little bit. This ring channel is 3 millimeter. So what we're going to do is go ahead and move this guy till he just peeks out the back. Gonna set the other DRO to 0, and then go back 3 millimeters, and then we'll pull this way. And it's just gonna take off just a little bit. Alright. Now I'm going to cut our little relief cuts here so we can break him to fit around that ring core. And we don't cut all the way through because we don't want to cut the saw curve to make that not round. If we were to cut into this circle, then it wouldn't be round. So we're going to go ahead and break him, and then put him back together with two-part epoxy around the ring core. Alright, let's go ahead and break him. Nice clean break. And check him out. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of sanding, but that's okay. Yeah, just a little bit of sanding. So let's do that to get this where this piece of wood will fit right on that ring core. Alright, my favorite part of the job is always hand sanding. here. Let's pick him up. To give it a little bit of a sand on the spindle sander, make this hole a little bit bigger. Go ahead and clean up the wood with denatured alcohol. We're going to clean up and then we clean up the core. I always do the wood first so they have a chance to dry. That in the core, just to get dust off of it and any kind of oil or anything. And this is a pretty porous core, so rough, so I don't need to scratch it up. Just go ahead and do my two-part epoxy now. So go ahead and epoxy and the hardener. Get that. Simple parts. And mix it really good. And then we put it onto the ring. So go ahead and do the wood first, so they can have a chance to settle into that pores of that wood. Okay, and to get a good wet to wet bond, we do the ring core itself. It's a pretty narrow channel, but we do want to get some epoxy in there so that we make sure we got a good wet to wet bond. So we got epoxy all around the channel. There we go. Alrighty. Let's put these guys together. Put them on that channel. Like that. Put them on here. Like that. Give them right squares. And a twist. And then clean up a little bit. And we clamp it. Clamp it down good. Alright. Make sure he's clamped down good. And then let that cure overnight. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, so let that cure overnight, and then we'll come back and cut him out and do the rest of it. Alright, it's the next day, and I have cut the excess of that M1 Garand wood from that core. And basically what that does is just when I'm turning, I don't have to turn a big piece. I just cut it down to where it's easier and faster to turn. And also save some of the pieces. I always try to include, especially with heritage and legacy wood rings, I try to include a little piece of that wood in the ring for the customer. So you say, yeah, that's that wood from that M1 Garand, and this is the ring with it. So let's take him over to the lathe. Got to put him on the lathe, and gonna turn him down till he's flat, maybe a little bit under that the carbon fiber. So that's time to do that. So now we're going to hit it up with a 220, really just kind of make sure to get the edges down. 800 grit, and the scratch free 1, 2, 3, and the final polishing paste. So here is what's left of that M1 Garand stock and the ring that I made from it. And this is M1 Garand on carbon fiber. And it is very light, very strong. It's black. It's not as shiny as like the black ceramic, but it's really pretty. It's kind of a matte finish. So if you'd like to check out some of those other rings that I make, check out hillcountryrings.com. Make rings from M1 Garands, from the decks of battleships, from Major League Baseball bats, lots of other heritage and legacy woods. A lot of birds out here, you can hear them. But if you would like to like and subscribe, that really help the channel. But in the meantime, I'd love to make a ring for you. Thanks, everybody.